A lean and mean, slim and trim edition of Extra Time today.
Speak for
I
yourself.
remember the last time
Did you pull that
Yeah,
from?
speak for yourself.
I remember the last time.
You've been holding on to that all day.
Only had 3 of us. Yes, I've clearly been working on it. We saw Leo Messi in action yet again today. VJ saying, why do so many sports journalists always want to push the narrative that Messi's the greatest player of all time? Is it really that important? Can we not just enjoy his artistry at work?
I totally agree, VJ.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Trini sports guy, you like what he's pointing out? But we're going to do it though. We're always saying who's the greatest, and not just in
How
our
many
sport.
times can you repeat it before he gets old?
Oh,
I think it's pretty clear now who thinks he is and who thinks he isn't.
Yeah.
Right.
And listen, the fact that so often he does something incredible,
Yeah.
then it keeps getting brought up. That's why it gets brought up, because he does something that makes you think, has anybody else ever done that before?
Right.
I mean, the goal he scored last weekend.
Yeah.
No wonder everybody's saying, well, is that the best goal you've ever seen? And is he the greatest player?
Right.
So it's just because the guy keeps producing stuff. That's why we keep getting.
To be honest, it's not just Lionel Messi and not just this sport. You know, every sport you seem to have this debate. Everybody wants.
Who's the greatest of all?
Yeah. You know, I also think there's a kind of subconscious human element to this, where you want to feel the best player of your generation is the best player of all time. That way, your generation is the best generation of all time. So I think, as old as it is, it's not going to stop anytime soon.
Adam wants to know, why do goalkeepers get nutmegged so often when they get scored on? Are players that precise these days, or is it just pure luck? Something tells me it's not pure luck.
No, it's players are that precise. Certainly at this level, it's players.
They practice it, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Players go for it. And the unfortunate thing as a goalkeeper is, for you to get quick movements, or certainly explosive movements, your legs have to be apart. You can't start with your legs together. So it's there. And listen, at lower levels, maybe not, but at this level that we talk about, players know exactly what they're doing.
Did you ever practice it, Stevie? Finishing through a goalkeeper's
Didn't
legs?
have to.
No.
Didn't have to, huh?
No.
I
don't know anybody that practices scoring through a goalie's legs. It's just.
Well, I mean, I don't know. So many strikers do it so many times.
At the highest level, the best strikers sum up a situation.
Yeah.
Where's the biggest gap? Where's this going to be the easiest for me?
Yeah.
And make it more difficult for the goalie. And as Shaka said, because they have
The keeper has to.
They have
Yeah,
to
the
plan the
keeper
feet.
you have to start like that, you know. And so let's take Luke Shaw's pass to Rashford today. I mean, he's threading the eye of a needle there from 40 or 50 yards. Now all of a sudden, take that up a notch to somebody like a Lionel Messi or, Thierry Henry, who I would play against, or Kenny Dalglish. You ask them to put it through the legs of a goalkeeper from 4 yards, they do that with their eyes closed.
As a keeper, does it feel worse to concede a goal in that manner than any other?
It looks worse.
No goal.
It looks worse because you know how people are going to react. But as a goalkeeper, you know that listen, there's nothing you can do about it. So the old goalkeepers union, we kind of side with each other, but then got people like Stevie who point out exactly how bad it looks. And
Well, I tell him or you tell him. The one thing I would suggest, and you can confirm this or deny it, the one way that a goalie hates more than any other way of getting
I can
beaten
confirm and know exactly what you're going to say.
is by getting chipped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've seen goalies chasing players in training because they got beat chipped.
Yeah. How about getting chipped from the halfway line like Andre Blake last year? That can't feel too good.
No, it's not good. No good.
Batmo, maybe on the same sort of subject, says Batmobile. Batmobile, I've just figured that out. What is the weirdest, funniest goal you've ever been a part of?
What?
Batmobile, I can't.
What is the weirdest, funniest goal I've been a part of?
Weird, funny. Any own goals you scored that or went past you that was?
I had the ball hit the post that hit me in the back once, but that was a pre-season.
Yeah.
That was a pre-season game, so it didn't really count. It was actually my first game back after I broke my leg.
No.
I don't know if this counts, but there were a couple of players when I was playing that whenever we played against them, or we played against their team,
Yeah.
Ronnie Moran would say, look, if you can't pick anybody out, you just fire it right across the 6-yard box, because I'm telling you, so-and-so will put it in.
Someone's going to score their own goal.
There was a couple of guys who were famous for it, or were well known for it, and Ronnie said, look,
They'd always stick a leg out.
Yeah,
he said, look, if you can't pick anybody out, just you fire that. He says, because don't you worry about it. He'll stick it in for you.
And they often oblige. which
They
is good.
certainly did.
Finally, this may go back to the chipping thing we were talking about. Is Alejandro Pozuelo the player that can lead Toronto back into the land of winning titles?
Listen,
So he's trying to replace Sebastian Giovinco, essentially.
as debuts go, it was outstanding.
Wow.
It was simply outstanding. Playing with the confidence and the guile that suggests that he can be a Giovinco replacement. That being said, one game.
Yeah.
It's good game, great game. It was one game, and
Yeah.
the proof is, the proof is in
He
the
wears
thing
the
in
same
long
number
tail.
10. It's weird when you look at his career because he never managed to make the breakthrough at Swansea.
Well,
he played
you
for
see,
his-
the problem he's given himself straight away is that he's shown what he's capable of
Now
doing.
he set the bar.
And probably what he's been doing through his career, and I'm guessing why we've not really heard of this guy is because on occasions he can do this,
Yeah.
but he has never been able to do it consistently. So that's what he has to try and do now. He's shown exactly what he's capable of. He's shown that, I mean, the first goal with Altidore, he doesn't even look because he knows he's there because he knows what's around him. I mean, the chip's just incredible.
Yeah.
So the guy actually knows what he's doing. He has to be able to do it consistently now. That's what he has to put together. That
Okay.
he clearly hasn't done before.
I guess the question is, will there be enough of those occasions to turn Toronto into title town again? We weren't.
Well, there's time.
We weren't considering them really as contenders.
No, there's time. It's just
Besides,
very
yeah.
early in the season.
Yeah.
It's- I
Still-
mean,
Oh yeah, it's still March. That's right. They don't.
Yeah. Why'd
hand
you-
out
why'd
the
you,
trophy.
I
I was
why'd
just
you-
checking if it turned into April yet.
oh no, yeah,
It's been
no.
a long edition of extra
There's
time.
another 36 games to go.
We shall see. All right, that'll do it. Thanks for your company. We'll be back wrapping up Sunday's action. Of course, Liverpool Spurs, the big game in the Premier League. Chelsea in action too. All be recapped for you on Plus.